Hello everybody and welcome back to some more RimWorld. Alrighty, the time has come for us to resume our adventure to get the Archonexus. And also, you know, make ourselves as cool and OP as possible. Now, a couple things I am going to warn you about straight away. Number one, still sick. I know, very fun. Nose is a little bit stuffy, so if I sound weird, that would be why. And also, I burned my tongue earlier, so if I'm pronouncing stuff weird, that would equally be why. However, all things considered, I'm feeling better. You can probably maybe tell that I actually have a lot more energy today, so... progress is progress. I'm not gonna say that it's not. But, you know, I would like to be better any day now. It is also raining outside IRL for me right now, which is very nice. Basically never happens where I live, and, you know, it's not exactly the hardest rain in the world. But rain is rain, and I will take it. Colonist needs rescue. Why? Food poisoning. Ah. Yeah, that would do it. Snaz, who's nearby? Melee, I know you're trimming your tree, but can you go rescue Apple real quick? Please and thank you. Alrighty, so. The goal for this episode. I want to finish getting us some armor and tools. I also want to make a little hospital that we can actually bring people to when they're sick. Because food poisoning and diseases are a little bit of a problem. Equally, I would like to, if we can, advance to Spacer stage. That way we can get our final cornerstone and potentially do some good with it, but we'll see. We also have another viewer character who wishes to be added, so as soon as I get the opportunity, I will have you here in a jiffy. We could do orbital tech. The only thing is we're not really gonna use orbital tech. So you know what? This is such a bad idea. Let's go ahead and get some beam weapons, shall we? Why not? It's gonna be a very, very long time before we make anything related to beam weapons, but hey, you know, probably better that we do have it than to not. And yeah, so ideally, we make a bunch of Devil Strand gear. That'll keep us nice and safe, especially because it's permanent summer. We make armor, we make weapons, and if things go super according to plan, we start making specialized limbs. That way people are able to do even more. I also don't want to begin our next colony until we have 5 people that are absolutely geared to the teeth. Quite literally, in some cases. Oh, I was thinking, why is the pen enclosed? That's because someone left a bunch of hay. Good. So, we got cows. We got Muffalo. While we technically could butcher them, that will make us very depressed. So, we're gonna hold off on that. Man has become completely untethered from reality, ranting about impossible subjects. She will snap out of it in a few hours, and that was because she read a book. Not ideal, but... So, what does this book even do? Hang on. It gives you medical and crafting XP. Ah. So, it's very useful, it just makes you insane for a little bit. Well... Doe-eyed moose. Looking for a safe settlement to take care of her pet moose Zach for 11 days. Yeah, okay, sure. Ooh, we could get a new person, which means that we'll get a new friend. Alright. So we need to take care of Moose. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's, you know what? Hang on. Pet bed. Bed. Okay, animals to sleep on. So here's what we'll do. We'll make this pet bed immediately. Melee, I know you're going to bed, but if you could make this really, really quick. And we're just going to make this a medical pet bed. And then Moose can just stay in here for the whole time. So we'll do medical. Luxembourg, you're the closest. Oh, actually, one of our dryads has it. Okay. Man has stopped rambling. Good stuff. Okay, well, that works too. So, we need to keep Moose safe. Or no. Zach the Moose. We need to keep you safe for 11 days, which means we need to feed you, and we need to take care of any injuries that you might have. I mean, I think we can take care of that. That probably won't be the worst thing in the world, right? Especially because Moose isn't really going to be moving around, so... Natalie told Luxembourg that she wants to spend her life with her. Luxembourg agreed, and the two are now engaged. Oh! Okay. Good for you. Marriage spot. Okay, well. We'll put it in the chapel. Alright. Unexpected, but you know what? Good for you. We deserve happiness as much as the next people, now don't we? So it said it's just gonna kind of randomly happen, so I guess we'll just see when it does. Now, as for stuff I actually want to build around the base, some real defenses could be nice. And yeah, that's about the end of that thought. Some real defenses could be really nice. Here's the issue, though. Building defenses as this specific colony, the amount of trees that we're going to need to move around is just going to be insane. But it needs to be done. Otherwise, we're going to be very upset, and nobody wants that. Also, yeah, definitely, these little crabby boys, their whole thing is they kind of just dig up chunks. Which leads me to think that when we do actually start getting some legit ground scanning, that ideally they'll kind of go over and dig that. That would be fantastic. I don't know if they're actually going to do that, but at some point we'll see. Oh, and Persimmon got a Silink level, so let's give you Mass Chaos Skip. Why not? Boop, boop. We also apparently have a Psychic Soothe female thing going on, which is, needless to say, very useful for us. How's our moose doing? You're doing okay. You're not hungry. Okay, great. Perfect. We like that. Let me think. Do we have anybody... I am going to slow down the time for just a minute. Do we have anyone set to do scanning? Yes, there's just more to do right now than we thought. Okay. Oh. We could set Bowman to do some scanning. Yeah, you know what? When Bowman's awake, we'll work on scanning. So it's kind of... It's a lower priority thing, but it is still going to be done, so... Meh. Oh! Wow, I looked over just in time for that. Okay, let's get those fires put out. Even though it's in a refrigerated room, fire is still fire. Wow. Dude, the timing that I looked over at that was actually perfect. That was crazy. I was gonna make a comment that because we have so many cows, we're actually starting to stockpile milk now, which is certainly very helpful. Milk, corn, berries. What more could you want? I mean, honestly, the amount of food that you get off those 3 things is actually kind of crazy. But, you know, still. Raid from Goofusil. What are they? Tribals. Ah. So, they want to get in our way, do they? Melee? Natalie? And Luxembourg. I want the 3 of you ready for a fight. Ideally as quickly as possible. Okay, so they're hanging out over there. So, let's start moving. Could do a solar pinhole. You know what? We don't need it. We don't need it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. All 3 come over here. Natalie, I want you towards the back. Okay, Luxembourg, go for this one. Melee, go for this one. Natalie, you already shot this one, so shoot the one in the back. Good stuff. Okay, Melee did fail in execution, but that's fine. Luxembourg was injured, but it's nothing we can't deal with, and that's the raid. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We've definitely been moving very, very quickly, considering that's the level of raid that we had, and we absolutely steamrolled them. Yep, that's pretty good. That is a sign that we are ahead of the curve, but we won't be for too much longer. 156k as far as wealth goes. It's high. It's very high, and even though we do have quite a bit to work with, it's not gonna be ahead of the curve for very long. Especially if we get more Moyos that are actually well equipped that come to attack us. That's death in the wrong case. Bulk goods trader from the Belozo Alliance. Wait, isn't that the name of the dudes who attacked us earlier? Am I mistaken on that? I don't know. I'll check later. By the way, look who just woke up. It's Almquist. We're gonna need you to take a bite of this here apple immediately. But welcome to the squad. And in a whopping 6.5 days, we're gonna have a brand new viewer. Well, we were almost done with our hospital. Tribes people are attacking from multiple angles. You will have to deal with them. Alright. Also, we have a new quest. The Grand Edifice. One of our enemies wants us to build a massive monument. Doing this will effectively mean that they're no longer our enemy. Also, we have to protect the monument for 32 days, and they'll be upset if we abandon it. If any piece is destroyed, we'll have to deal with a climate adjuster and 2 man-hunting flamingos. I mean, I'm pretty okay with having less enemies. That just makes things easier for us. Now, how are we gonna deal with this attack? Let's find out. Also, wow, this thing is so small. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just build it right here because, yeah, that's easy enough. Luxembourg. You come after Dan. Then, if we can find them, where are all of our dryads? We got 3 of them. You 3 come after this guy. Then I want Schnaz and Melee. You guys are going to come upwards and deal with these 3. They only have melee weapons, so I'm not too terribly afraid of them. Okay, Schnaz is ready to go. Melee is also ready to go. I'm just going to have you guys charge in immediately. Yeah, this should be perfectly fine. Okay, Luxembourg is almost there. Dryads are on the way, so they'll show up a little bit late, but that's fine. All right, here we go. Hoping for the best, we are. Now, we are very, very strong, and yes, the two nudists are fighting, but they're tribes people, so. Okay. Melee trying to ignore you. Okay. Melee, come help quickly, because Snaz is actually getting quite beaten up. Seems like Luxembourg won. Okay. Snaz, you back up. Melee, you attack here. Good stuff. Okay. Well, a little bit painful, but we did make it. So there is that. I will be taking your weapons to sell. Melee, you know what? Capture Sparrow. Why not? We could always use an extra hand. Okay, and thank you. All of our Dryads. I appreciate it. Now, everyone go do what you're gonna do. Ideally, nobody dies. Snaz is heading to bed, so ideally you get taken care of immediately. Then, I want to have... Yeah, that looks right. So, 3 hospital beds. We'll see if we need more than that, but for now, it'll do. And then we can have a TV here at the bottom. Oh yeah, that should be right as rain. Okay, we are doing good. We're definitely in pain, but it's nothing we can't manage. All right. Well, 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 would you look at that? Everything is going right our way. All right, and I totally forgot to introduce him. Archonexus is now a brand new slasher dryad with all the furry attachments that you have come to expect. Alright, Sparrow, we're going to keep you nice and safe. Also, you are in fact not the never recruit thingy, so we're gonna try and recruit you as much as possible. And as soon as you are recruited, we'll put you to very good use in our ranks. Now, this is a little bit iffy, but I'm hoping that there's enough stability in this room because I don't intend to make it any further than this. So I'm hoping there's enough stability in all the walls and everything to where it doesn't just collapse on anybody while we're digging. We're gonna find out. But ideally it doesn't. Okay. Oh, you don't have a leg. Well, that's all right. That's all right. We could probably fix that a bit. Also, we do have another maid. This one is kind of like a military one. Pretty cool looking. Major break. Why? Oh my. Yeah, that would do it. Well, when you're done doing this, go do everything you want to do. Go eat, go get some recreation. You'll be fine. Okay, so she's going to do her thing. Good stuff. Snaz is already putting the hospital beds to fantastic use. So I do have a power switch right here, just in case, because if we're not actually using the hospital beds, there's really no reason to have them powered on. At least that's my thought. Now, as far as this building, let's... So, doors like that. Also, we are going to need to move these trees. That's something I should have done a little bit quicker, but oh well. Let's move these trees. We're going to have it up and going. We don't have any sandstone. What do we have a lot of, actually? We have a very good amount of slate. So, let's do slate all the way across. Okay, not there. And then let's do limestone walls. Why not? It's tanky enough. Let's do that. Okay, then we need a table, which we can put right here. What else do we need? I'm thinking that's it. Yeah. So once we get all that built, honestly, this monument should be good to go. And after 30 days of keeping it safe, we'll just tear it down. And, even more ideally, that should be one less enemy that we have. Now, how is Sparrow doing? Is it hot in there? It's fine. It's fine. I'm also going to replant some of these trees just because we can, and it's probably better that we do. Okay, good stuff. This tree we'll put right over here. And then once this one is dug up, we will put that somewhere else as well. So, I know that the mechanoid wooden maids, they're a little iffy. I don't know if I'll keep them in our second colony, but for the moment, they are fitting enough. We literally make them with, like, steel, wood, and Garulian seeds. So, you know, while they're not exactly the most fitting thing in the world, I think they're fine for now. But we'll see. We'll see if we keep them around or not. This should have enough stability to where melee doesn't randomly just get crushed, but we'll see, as we always do. So, I'm debating putting just some more supports here and there, just so whenever we do dig, it's not, like, just gonna collapse on us. But I think we're okay for now. Also, beam weapons has been produced. Very, very good. Tube television is getting researched on its own because of all of our goodies. We could do recon armor. May as well get it researched. I mean, we kind of have no reason not to. I am going to put another slate column right here, though, just so we have it. Then, let's go ahead and put one more vitals monitor. Yeah, this has been an expensive undertaking. Building this room alone has been very, very expensive. But it's necessary. I know it's necessary, but that doesn't make it feel any better. We are also going to make it with a bunch of sterile tile. That way, nobody gets sick quite as fast. All of our stuff is also going to be a lot more useful. Let's do light. Wall lamp. There it is. Put this right... You know what? Put this right here, just so it gets turned off whenever we need it to. Seems like a good idea to me. Also, we are ready to convert, so what we're gonna do is do a conversion ritual on Almkvist. Because Almkvist wants to be completely nude, which is not good. That's part of the ideology. Without actually being a nudist. So, apparently a nudist ideology is just a thing. Alright, everyone has gathered around. We like it. And... ineffective. Certainty went back up. It actually had a negative effect. That's great. And with what once was Sparrow, our newfound prisoner, is now Kyoko from Diago Dragon. Behold! I kept most of the stuff the same. Overall, I think she looks pretty good. I went with an orange hair because it's a bit more dryad-y compared to the usual. I'll be honest, the name Kyoko reminded me of Code Lyoko, and I was going to give her pink hair. But the shades of pink, they just weren't really sticking out to me, so I decided not to do that. At least, not yet. Then I was going to go with like a Sakura thing, and I didn't think that looked good, so orange it is. So, keeping Sparrow's scavenger trait, that does mean that Kyoko is not able to do any dumb labor. However, with industrious, 35% more work speed, and that's boosted even further from our cornerstone. But with the downside of having chemical interest. So, Welcome aboard, Kyoko! You're going to do just fine. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Our hospital's ready to go. We have all of the sterile tiles. We have power linked up. I don't think that we'll need more than 3 hospital beds, but we'll certainly see. I'm thinking... I want to make better weapons and armor. The only issue is, it's actually a lot harder to do that than you would think. By the way, holy, Alchemist just absolutely blew through making that sash. Also, Kyoko, we do need to change your stuff. Recreation, and then some work. And because I noticed that you had it, natural meditation. Also, we are going to assign you to worker, because I noticed that you immediately put on both the maid outfit and the armor, which we do not want. So I am making a couple more pieces of clothing just so we have them and they're ready to go. Alchemist is making some more sashes since all of us can wear them, even the nudists. And perhaps we should get started on some really high tier gear. We could start making advanced components and getting them ready to go. Or if we get really lucky with it, we could potentially try to make some friends. Now, I don't know if that's gonna go extremely well, but yeah, if anybody passes by, maybe we'll do a little bit of trading. That way we should be good to go. But speaking of people who are passing by, oh my god, why is everything on fire? That's gonna hurt everybody's mood. Not a lot to be done about that. None of them want to trade though, so unfortunately we're not really gonna be able to do a whole lot, but it's fine. Oh yes, and Kyoko also has chemical fascination. Hang on, social drugs, chemical fascination. Or wait, is it chemical interest or fascination? Oh, it's only interest. Okay, all right, that's fine. Kyoko will be a-okay. Yeah, because, like, for example, we could make, like, a bionic locomotive spine. That just makes us 25% quicker. Actually, no, that's only for snakes. Never mind. There's a lot that we could do. Also, I did add a mod, and I know it's technically a little bit cheaty, but here's what we got. And honestly, we're probably not going to use it too terribly much, but it's there as an option. I do love my options. Synth Read and Hyperweave. We need crafting of 10. We need 25 cloth, 10 devil strand, and 50 chem fuel to make 1. And Hyperweave, which we need 25 synth thread for, 25 chem fuel for, and 25 plasteel for, but we get 25 per. And we also need crafting level 15. So, it's still relatively balanced, at least I think so, while also kind of giving us more options for the late game, rather than just spamming Devil Strand and all the recon armor and stuff. I thought that maybe it'd be a good idea, but we'll see how it goes, especially because I hope eventually... Hey, a bulk goods trader. Eventually, we'll have some Thrumbo clothing and stuff combined with our Devil Strand. That should be really, really good. Oh, it's Moyo's. Well, they're definitely going to have some good stuff. Also, what the... Depth Tool Spearjack looks absolutely insane. Now, who... You know what? Luxembourg. Let's have you go trade. We'll probably get some good stuff. Okay, let's see what they got. They have components. That's good. We do want components. And they have steel. Honestly, that's pretty much it. Okay. So, we could sell some Muffalos. And I'm kind of... You know what? Let's sell one of each Muffalo. That way we can save a little bit of our space. How are we doing on cows? We have 3 bulls, so let's sell 2 bulls, then we take all their components, and then we sell one of our males. Yeah, that should be perfectly fine. Is there anything, I kind of want their steel, honestly. 280 steel. We do give them 900, which isn't amazing. However, we have the extremely reasonable thing to do, which is to sell them 1,000 corn. Honestly, we're not getting a huge bargain here, but we do get 140 money. We're not paying for the steel, and we're not paying for the components. Seems like a good trade to me. Also, we do have an anima linking ceremony ready to go at some point. We need to find... Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I think we just have to start crafting advanced components and stuff. The only issue... We need gold. And we need a lot of it. Because right now... Let me see. Gold. We have actually 0 gold. Wow, that sucks. Okay. Well, you know what? We have a long-range mineral scanner, which we need 2 advanced components for. That sucks. Okay, hang on. We can make this work. So, this does kind of ruin our smoke leaf stuff, but oh well. Let's harvest both of these. Then I'm going to set up another zone. Boop, boop, boop. A little bit is better than none. Okay. Then we do smoke, if I can find it. Aha. So we're not going to be able to make this yet, because we need 2 advanced components. But if we can potentially just scan somewhere on the open map that has a ton of gold, go get it, and then bring it back, it's not the best, but it is an option. It's better than what we currently have, which is literally nothing. We also only have a single ally, and I very, very highly doubt that they have any gold, so... Right now, we're kind of just playing the waiting game for gold, honestly, unless we can get a really lucky ground scan with gold. That is also an option. We do need someone to come get Zach. Okay. Man is gonna handle it after a little bit of feeding. There we go. And ready to go. Yippee! We now have a new friend. Who apparently has gigantism. But we're gonna fix that now. Our new Moyo friend has been converted into one of us. Also, apparently, a marriage is on. So, once everyone gathers around, we're gonna see how that goes. Ideally, pretty good. But we'll see. You know, normally there's a speaker at these things, but that's fine. You know what? Just being there together, it's good enough. It's still quite the special occasion. Now, I am curious if there's a mood bonus that happens. I suppose we'll see in a few seconds. Yippee! Marriage ceremony has been completed. Oh! Attended wedding plus 20 for 10 days. That's pretty good. Congratulations. Also, something that I'm doing is I decided to expand our storage just a wee bit because we are running out. Well, okay, we're not running out, but it's getting very, very cramped, so ideally we can fix that. So what I did, I know it's it's a little hard to see, but basically I added a couple more shelves So overall, we should be able to store a lot more. Honestly, we might just have to expand our area, because it is starting to get really, really cramped. To be fair, though, this storage room has done extraordinarily well, but because of how many bricks we're making and how much wood we're starting to produce, it's a little bit too much. Now, what we could do, and this is weird to do, but it is something that we could do. If we set up an area down here, actually, you know what? I was going to make it out of wood. That's probably not a good idea. Let's do limestone all the way across. Then we uproot this, and we just make this entire area right here nothing but a wood storage. That honestly might solve our problem. Just nothing but wood storage over here. And then maybe we could even make an area that's nothing but the bricks and everything. That one I'm a little bit more unsure about. But I actually think that that's just going to be a really, really good play. So you know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so once everything has been built down here, what I'm going to do is this is literally just going to hold all of our wood forever. Because eventually we're going to have so much wood that we don't even know what to do with it anyway. So, hey, may as well have it where we can use it. Pharrell, if you would be so kind, please go talk to that bulk goods trader and hope that they have gold. They don't. Oh, yes, they do. Oh my god. 191 gold is 2.3 thousand. Gold, plasteel, an advanced component, 30 components. Yeah, honestly, I might just be okay with this. As bad as it feels, because trust you me, it does feel bad. Maybe we sell all of our corn and berries? This doesn't feel good regardless of how you do it. I think this is the play, though. I think if we make this purchase, we're able to make advanced components, then we're able to do our long-range scanner, so we're able to find somewhere with gold, then we can make our own advanced components, and while we're doing all of that, our buffaloes, our cows, they're all breeding, we're having a bunch of corn growing, we're having a bunch of berries growing, and we're gonna have a crap ton of wood. I think this is the play. I know it feels kind of bad, but I really think that this is the play. Money is there to be spent, and I think that this is the time to do it. Now, if we could have people haul this, like, immediately, that would be very, very good. So Pharrell is actually going to get basically all of it. Good job. Man is pretty far away, but you know what? Let's get this hauled immediately, and then we can refocus on all this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Trust you me, this is the play. Then, what I'm gonna do is, just because it's easy, let's put nothing but straw, because, hey, it's cheap, and it does the job. Plus, we have, like, thousands of it. Debatably, it'd be a good idea to sell our straw, but since it makes such nice flooring, I actually think it's just a better idea to do this. Then, let's do a stockpile zone. Okay. And we're gonna make this stockpile zone absolutely nothing but wood. That's the play. This is the play. So, as a little checkup, here's what we got. So this is our work priority. As you can tell, it's a little bit messy, but it's also quite beautifully well done, if I do say so myself. Yeah, there could probably be a little bit of min-maxing in here, but overall, it's fine. People aren't going idle, and that's the important part. Another thing is, down here, I did decide to use some of the triple layer racks because we're gonna have so much wood. Honestly, just having a little bit more storage is very, very nice. And as you can tell, our storeroom is already looking much, much cleaner. Oh yeah, also there's a mechanoid cluster that's about to attack. So that's great. Defoliator. That's not good. Unstable power cell, if we can keep it alive, will be very, very useful for us. So, Master Melee, Luxembourg, Natalie, Almkvist, Alia.
Start getting yourselves ready because we're about to have ourselves a little bit of a kerfuffle here.
We're also going to have all of our woodenoids come with us. I'm just now realizing that Almkvist has not picked up a weapon yet. You are a gunner, so hang on. I know we got it. Aha, there we go. Alright, go pick up this gun and then join us once you have it. Okay, in the meantime, let's start getting a bit closer. They don't know we're here yet. They are not awake, and they do not have a scanner. So actually, we have quite a bit of time. Okay, you got the gun. Now, let's go ahead and get over here. So, who's the better shot? Is it Natalie, or is it Alchemist? Let's check. 10... Or no. 7 and 8? Okay. So, in that case, Natalie, you come here. Alchemist, you come there. Okay, already got that perfect. Or, actually, Natalie, I want you down here. That way you have a little bit more of a straight shot. Then, I want all three of your mechanoid friends. Let's see. We could... Let's set up like this. Okay, we still have a little bit of time. Let's also let our little Moyo friend go by. Okay, here we go. Hasadi maid, go for the pikeman. Vier and the other maid go for this defoliator. Natalie, I want you to shoot at this militar. Alchemist, I want you to shoot at this turret. And then Luxembourg and Melee, I want you to hold off for just a moment. Okay, they are awake. Ouch. And they are shooting at people that are not currently in the fight. Okay. Melee, Luxembourg, go for this tower. Okay, good stuff. Okay, Natalie, I want you to stop shooting because there is actually a very real chance that we can keep this power cell alive. So... Melee, Luxembourg, both of you dive on this tower. Do not let it explode. Good stuff. Okay. We can claim this and uninstall it. Melee, I want you to uninstall it immediately. Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. We actually have the unstable power cell. Oh my goodness, I've never successfully gotten it before. Okay, now we can go ahead and take out this defoliator before it becomes too much more of a threat. Go ahead and take it down. Ideally, don't let it explode. One more. Okay, just an EMP. That's fine. All right, good job, everybody. Well done. You have all impressed me this fine day. Also, let's go ahead and deconstruct all these walls that they put down for us. Whew. Surgical. Is that the right word? Nah, I'm gonna use it anyway. It went very well, and I'm very happy with the results. That's the intention. Also, we now have an unstable power node, which is an extra 400 power forever. Provided that it doesn't randomly explode, which means that this wood-fired generator we technically no longer need. So I am going to deconstruct it, and we're going to put the unstable power node there instead. And that should be Perfect. That should be all that we really need. Now, weapons, armor. Still working on it. Also, we found some steel. That's always nice. And we did also get the long-range mineral scanner up and running. So, ideally, at some point, once, everyone decides to get around to it, we should find an area with a bunch of gold. And that should also do us very, very well. However, something else I'm thinking of doing... Let's get the cave entrance going. I know it's risky, but you know what? Let's just get this cave entrance up and going. That way we're able to do what we gotta do. And we will also defend it just a little bit with some walls. And we're gonna start going underground to try and find some gold, some plasteel, whatever we gotta find. Almkavist and Natalie started a social fight. Luckily, they didn't fight for too long, but both of them are now injured. So somebody come toggle on this power. That way they heal a little bit more. And then you three mechanoids go back to work.
All right, all right.
Ooh, natural fair opportunity. Well, we definitely want to do that. It's a shame that so many people are injured at the moment, but you know what? Why not? We'll have ourselves a natural fair as soon as we can. Let's give this some light. Hopefully nothing catches on fire.
We'll see.
Now, once we can, we will do a... It won't let me? Question mark?
All right, begin the natural fair.
We don't have enough drums, but oh well.
Yippee! It's time to dance.
Dance about nature and how cool it's gonna be when we get the Archonexus and make everything nature.
Yeah!
Unforgettable natural fair. Also, a wanderer has arrived and wants to join your colony. Cool. Also, plus 16 mood for 6 days. He is Persimmon's fiance, huh? Okay. Sure. Alright, I will get you both a double bed as soon as I possibly can, then. Ooh. Using your long-range mineral scanner, Speedy has found a lump of gold ore nearby. That's pretty far away. Okay, 4.6 days? That's manageable. That is manageable. I think we should form a caravan. I mean, we desperately need gold. So what I'm thinking of doing, we should form a caravan, bring all of our dryads, go mine the gold, and then just come straight back home. Which, while we're at home, I'm going ahead and getting the cave entrance ready to go, because this time we're actually going to use it. Now, because the cave entrance is so extremely fragile, and if people attack it and we're in it, it gets destroyed, and so does everyone inside. So, we're putting down a security door. I put down a couple extra walls. There's a roof. Ideally, that's enough to keep it safe, because I want to try and maximize the amount of ways that we can get plasteel, gold, and all the other goodies. I do also have the unstable power cell up and going, which is an extra 400 watts of power output. So overall, pretty solid. Also, Speedy and Persimmon are getting along nicely. As you can see, their needs are already doing really, really well. The only thing that I think we're kind of struggling on is we're a little bit too diverse as far as our ideologies, which I'm trying to fix, but it does take quite some time. And Pharrell is good, but not that good. Okay, Kyoko, Man and Melee, as well as all 4 of our Dryads, are headed to that bit of gold. Mainly because they're all our best miners. So, be safe. Get home safe. Ideally, don't stay away too long. Also, all 3 of them do have a sleeping mat. So ideally, they shouldn't be super exhausted and get sick and this and that and the other thing. It should just be really nice. But we'll see. We will very much see. Alright. Here's hoping it goes well. Maybe we should have made a shuttle. I don't know. Maybe we should have. I don't know. It's not very druidy to make a shuttle, but you know what? We're already using machines and stuff. We're just using what the humans have already created on this world. Is that really so bad? Well, the fact that they made it, yes. The fact that we're using it, no. Ooh. Ooh. So, cache of goodies. Oh. It's an advanced component that's being guarded by 3 man-hunting colossus toads. It is also across the planet from us, so that's not happening. You know what is happening? A little bit of a digging adventure. Where's the gold? Ah, there it is. Okay, so we're primarily here for the gold. Wow, this would be a horrible base spot. This has, like, nothing. I guess you could be a lot more, like, creative and free with it, but it's not amazing. So, you guys, real quick. Actually, you know what? I want to have all 3 of you focus on this. Let's have Melee, prioritize, prioritize, and prioritize. The quicker we can get everything going, the quicker we can get the heck out of here. I am debating sticking around to get the silver too, but we'll just see how it goes. Okay, well, we are actually completely blowing through it though, so there is that. So Melee, I want you to mine both of these and then you can get some sleep if you need it. Oh, wow, there's uranium here too. Oh, there's so much good stuff in this place. Either way, we gotta focus. Gold first. Okay. Gold is done. Wow, that's a ton of gold. Now everyone's working on the uranium. Oh, yeah. This has already been such a worthwhile trip. Provided we can actually get home alive. That's an important part. Okay, more uranium. I mean, hey, the more uranium we can get, that just helps us out, too. I am debating if we want to stick around for the silver. We'll see. Because it did say that there was going to be other people who come by trying to take stuff, so we do need to keep that in mind. Okay, man is just hanging out, going for a walk. Okay, you know what? Okay. Kyoko, man, I want both of you to dig this silver because we want to get out of here since this isn't a permanent thing. Melee almost done with the uranium. Good stuff. Yeah. And this is why we brought all 3 of our best diggers, because I knew this was going to take a while because we suck at mining. Quite a decent chunk of silver, too, actually. So it seems like we're going to... Uh-oh. Aha! Mechanoids! Okay, we have 9 days. So we can actually afford to just spend the night here, get the silver, and then immediately go home. So, actually, best case scenario. And yeah, you know, I would have liked the steel, I would have liked the components and everything, but we're getting what we came for. Also, the raider outpost. There's 3 wasters guarding a camp that has 376 uranium. Deal. As soon as we get home, we'll go do that. We will go do that as soon as we get home. Okay, time to go home. So, world. Oops. Sorry. Where the heck are we at? Ah, here we are. So, now let's reform caravan. We are going home. I want the uranium. Oh, that's heavy. Oh, the uranium is heavy. Get the gold, get the silver. I kind of want these trees, but unfortunately they're way, way, way too heavy. Okay. This is going to make the trip home take quite a while, actually, but it's still going to be worth it. Maybe we could take these steel urns and stuff, too. That doesn't actually add too much extra time, so let's do that. Start going home. Also, I know it said days of food 0. That's bugged. I really don't know what's causing that, but we have food. We're not... we're not, like... to be fair, actually, we do have a level of photosynthesis, but we still have food. I don't know why the game is saying that we don't. And I'll take this. It's actually quite far. However, we're about to make something that'll make that trip all the easier for us. And we do have a couple fighters still at home, so there is that as well. Luxembourg, Natalie, Alchemist, you three are about to go do something real fun. Oh. Cool. Okay, 2 Shamblers. That, we can deal with that, no problem. Alchemist, come deal with this one. And Luxembourg, I know I said that in the incorrect order. You come deal with this one as well. Ooh. Oh, it's some of our buddies. What do they got? Anything of note? They do have medieval crypto sleep. Not really. Actually, hey, you guys can have the urns. So let's see. 78. Oh, we can make that no problem. Okay, here we go. Multiple camps out at a time. Bit of a risky maneuver, but oh well. Okay. Also, let's go ahead and just drop all these skulls. We don't need them. Now, Luxembourg, Natalie, Alchemist, get ready to go. Oh, there is actually another waster that we need to worry about. Any turrets? Yes, but they're on a side that we really don't care about that much. So let's go ahead and start moving over. Okay. Oh, okay, flash storms, that's fine. Luxembourg, you move up first. Natalie, Alchemist, you guys move up a little bit closer. Try and stay max range if possible. Okay, now both of you, I want you to shoot at their power supply. Because if we can destroy that, that means that they're not going to have turrets. Okay. Power's out. Luxembourg immediately goes on the aggressive. We love that. Now, let's attack this Lou person. Okay. That is going to blow up, which is potentially going to make us sick, but oh well. Alchemist, I want you to shoot at Walsh. Okay. Luxembourg, get out of there. Okay. So you're running. That's totally fine. We do still need to destroy this turret, so let's have both of you go inside. Okay, Luxembourg, for the moment, I want you to come stand guard. So you're running away, so I'm not even gonna worry about you. Okay. You know what? Let's just... Yeah. Ooh. Multiple legendary books. Well. Don't threaten me with a good time. And because everything has been defused here, we are ready to go home. That? Alright. That went pretty nice. Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and set ourselves to... What do you mean no one is capable of piloting? You literally drove here. Oh, we have to set to low. Duh. Duh. Okay, that's my bad. Okay, so quite a bit of downtime has passed. Honestly, not a whole lot of progress has been made. I did rework our bedrooms. By the way, the end table only has an effect if it's by the head of the bed. So, that, you know, with a name like end table, I never questioned it. But now I've made the proper move, and they're actually getting value. I did also put little bonsai trees in all of our rooms, just so we're a little happier when it's bedtime. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start awakening some dryads. I know, it's taken me a little while, but I think that it's finally time. So, that includes our little stony boys. Actually, we don't have a third one just yet. When the third one evolves, we will do that as well. And most of, yeah, unfortunately, most of Master Melee's dryads did die off because he wasn't here. So, that's a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. Now, we're also going to make a barkskin dryad. Also, there was a meteorite of granite. We're just going to ignore that. So, in 24 hours, we are going to have 3 different types of awakened dryad. Also, I know this isn't, like, the best move in the world, potentially, but now that we actually have a lot of Garulian trees, Garulian seeds, I'm turning these guys into Gao brick maker dryads, and then we're potentially going to awaken one of them as well. I know, again, it's a little bit of an iffier choice, but I think it is going to work out for the best, so may as well. I'm also thinking the Stone Digger dryads do not go and deep dig at anything, which is unfortunate. However, I have a sneaking suspicion that once we awaken them, we'll either be able to tell them where to go and deep dig, or they'll just go do it on their own. So, you know, probably should have thought about that a little bit sooner, but oh well. We almost have the technology for marine armor, and with a hefty amount of silver spent, we can also get the healing factors research, and that's going to be a colossal boost to everyone. Also, our cave is ready to go. I don't know who we're going to send down there, at least I don't know yet, but I do want to come down here. So, you know what? Melee, I know you're sleeping, but if you could pretty please come into the cave just to get a little bit of a peek. Okay, what do you see? A whole lot of nothing. This is actually best case scenario. I actually really prefer that. So, what we're gonna do, I want to make some pillars immediately. We're out of wood? That doesn't sound right. No, we're not, you liar. We have plenty of wood. We have literally thousands of wood. It's not down there, right? Okay. Fine. Okay. We're gonna have enter at will. Also, I do have landslides off, just so we don't randomly die down there. However, stability, I did turn up just a little bit. So, what I think we could do is let's... Okay, we'll have to work on that. Whatever. I guess Melee's just sleeping in the cave for now. We are 3,000% going to put a crap ton of pillars down there, though, because even though there is a limit, the more pillars you have down there, the less stability drops, which we want, because even though there's no landslides, stability is still going to be a huge problem, because after we dig too much, the whole thing is going to collapse. It does give you pretty ample warning before that happens, so that is really, really nice. It's still something we gotta worry about, though. And then I also decided to do a jade plant pot inside of our hospital, combined with the tube television, and that should make it so that everyone is basically super, super happy, even if they're in a hospital. So in one day, we can get the Awakened Stone Digger Dryad, and that should be pretty good. Ideally. So, if we awaken Dryads, effectively... Also, Melee, you can head out now. Effectively, if we awaken them, they kind of just roam around like these Dryads, our companion ones. So, I should have been awakening them a lot sooner, but, you know, live and learn. Live and learn. Here they come! Wow! Okay, that's a big old boy! Okay, the Awakened Dryads are way bigger than I thought they were. Now, where is... There you are, look at that! The Awakened Barkskin Dryad! Also, we do want to tame you guys to pretty much do everything. And then the Galb Maker is just gonna do their thing. So they're just gonna... Oh my... He looks funky. Look at him! So, yeah, they are pretty much just gonna roam around and do their own thing, but they're gonna be an extreme boon for us. Here's another thing. Technically, because they are just wild animals now, we don't have to keep the Garulian tree as them. Like, because I'm pretty sure he will just go about and do his thing. He does need food and stuff, but technically, as long as he doesn't die, it's just free food. And he doesn't need a Garulian tree connection anymore. Now, I think there is something that if you change the Garulian tree, they do, like, slowly die out or something. I'll need to double check on that. But it is something that we could potentially do. And in fact, you know what? I'm actually going to have Master Melee get an Awakened Clar. So, I decided to make one more room because this one room will have both Persimmon and Speedy. So, you know, 2 for 1. Also, apparently, flesh beasts are about to attack us. So, that's absolutely wonderful. Let's have everybody who happens to be nearby stand guard. Okay. Luxembourg, I want you to fill this in, and then Natalie and Alchevist, I want you both to shoot at this flesh beast. Okay, so it does split, so we go here, Natalie, I want you to shoot at this one. Haley, we can't force you to attack, but if we could... Okay. Little scary. Little bit scary. Let's see. Melee is on the way. So, Melee, I want you to come take out these finger spikes. Schnaz, you're a little bit far away, but I want you to come over just so you can get into this fight as well. Okay, Melee is helping out. Our Dryads are also getting in there. Okay. Okay, Bowman is on the way to fill up this hole. Melee, I want you to take this out, make sure that it does not survive, and then Alchemist shoot this finger spike. Come on, you almost got it. Just take it out. Okay, and as soon as this is filled in... Alright, we're good to go. Good job, everybody. Well done. Whew. Okay, so... if nothing else, we're still keeping ahead of the raids and stuff that are happening and the random events. How are we doing? We are up to 206k. Oh boy, that's starting to get pretty high. That's a concerningly high amount of wealth. Oh, psychic drone, wonderful. All right, not much to be done about it. We could technically have a speech. You know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's have a speech. These humans think that they can ruin our peaceful nature with their machines of death, doom, and destruction. And we are not going to let that happen. Yippee! It was encouraging. That is... how much is that? How much... it is +5. Alright, +5 for 8 days. That's not bad. We also get a distress signal. Oh, wait a minute. They offer everything at their camp in return for help, including shards of powerful Arco technology. Really? We have 15 days to go check that out. You said the magic word. If we can study these shards of Arco technology, that might aid our advance in getting access to the Archonexus. So, Melee and Man have been very hard at work down in the cave. Apparently I wasn't paying enough attention because they have, how much? 1,063 steel mined in this single vein. And they're not even done. So, needless to say, that's pretty good. Also, there's an ancient crypto sleep pod, which I am afraid of. But we'll get there when we get there. Now, just so we're clear, I do want to check out that distress signal. Okay, you know what? And we're going to. We're gonna do it. I'm afraid, but we're gonna do it. Natalie, you are gonna go with Alchemist and Luxembourg, and then bring all the Pemisians, and we're gonna see what it has for us. We have plenty of fuel. We have good guns. We have decent armor. So we're just gonna see how this goes. Ideally, this is not gonna be something that's super, super dangerous. At least, boy, I sure hope not. But if it is, then we have a way out. We have decent weapons and armor. This is probably best case scenario, unfortunately. Now, you know, would it be better if we had full recon armor? Yes, of course. But that's kind of out of our, you know, out of our scope right now. So we're going to drop at the edge. Here we go. Oh boy, flesh beasts. Seemingly quite a few, considering we're already opening fire. So, Luxembourg, I want you to get in front as quickly as possible. Okay. How bad is it? This place is absolutely... Well, okay. I was gonna say that it's swarming, but no, not entirely. Flamingos! Okay, Luxembourg, come kill these flesh bulbs. Alchemist and Natalie, I want both of you to stand guard, just in case. We do want to fill this in at some point, just so we're not ambushed at all. Okay, you're shooting at some dudes up there. Good stuff. Okay. Natalie? Yes, good stuff. Start filling in this hole. We do not want to get ambushed. I don't know if there's anything in the middle of this flesh. Luxembourg, if you could just give a little slicey just to see. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing. Okay. So while Natalie works on filling that in, let's start moving forward a little bit. Okay. I mean, to be fair, right, you can see we're pretty decently armored. We have armor, and we have a low shield. Not that the shield's going to be too helpful right now, but, you know, we do have it. Okay, Alchemist, you're going for the attack. Luxembourg, I want you to stand off to the side for this exact reason. Okay, good stuff. You're already attacking. Okay, make sure this thing is dead. Oh, shuttle's ready to go, and we are getting ambushed. Okay, but we're getting ambushed from quite far away, so I'm not too afraid of that. Okay, we need to get into a better position. Unfortunately, Natalie did get interrupted, which is very, very unfortunate. Luxembourg is very heavily armored. Alchemist is also going for the tough spike. Good stuff. Take this out. Okay, now Archonexus, start shooting at this. That way we can clear a path. Okay, let's move up. Now keep going. Okay, we do have a couple more baddies, but it's nothing that we can't deal with. We're in no immediate danger, so let's just go ahead and start self-tending. That way, you know, we will be a-okay. Natalie is still going strong. Now, they did say that we get all the loot here, so that is something to make note of. Whatever we find is ours to keep, because, well, everyone's already dead. I see 500 silver. That is, that right there is already going to be a tremendous boon for us. Let's keep diving our way through. Ooh, 500 more silver. Very, very nice. Okay, keep going. Good stuff. Okay. If you can make your way and destroy this bulb, good stuff. Now, we did get a dark shard. Natalie, I want you to move up and then immediately start shooting at this. Okay, good stuff. Absolute snapshot. Now, I want you to go explore over here. Let's enable both of these. Alchemist, I want you to come check this out. Okay, destroy this. We don't want to leave any of these bulbs behind if we can. Take a shot here before it's able to get to you. Ah. Okay, you win this. You win this. It's bleeding. An immuno-enhancer just dropped. An analysis computer inspects the bloodstream, classifies pathogens, and rapidly prompts the body's natural immune system to respond to them faster than it could alone. Plus 8% immunity gain speed. Wow. Okay. That's pretty busted. Okay, now Natalie, I want you to fill this in. I think we're safe to pretty much call it, but I do want to finish exploring this place first. Because we don't know exactly what's still in here, so you know what? May as well just check it out. Okay, whole lot of nothing. Alright, I think at this point we could safely say that's pretty much it. So, Alchemist, I want you to check out this room. More silver. Okay, I mean, hey, if nothing else, that's 1,500 silver. Now, I am just going to do a huge allow everything. That makes the game lag, but that's fine. Okay, burrow is filled in, and I think it's time to go. So let's set to load, all three of you. Let's take the Pemmickins. Let's take these shards, because we can actually sell those, worst case. 1,500 silver and an immuno enhancer. We'll also take that slag. I mean, that's pretty worth it to me. That's basically 3k silver worth. Absolutely majestic, aren't they? Beautiful creatures. So, the Stone Digger apparently just does... Actually, let me rephrase. So, the awakened versions of everything, apparently they just do everything that they normally do, but better. And they're not specifically connected to the Gerulian tree. So, even though that quote-quote gives them a decreased lifespan, I think it's still worth doing because you could have an awakened creature and then you could just grow more regular dryads in return. So, technically, it's a good way to ensure that you don't actually lose dryads because you're not able to take care of your Gerulian tree in a somewhat timely manner. Overall, extremely powerful effect. Where are you going? You just wanted to see what was outside the walls, I guess. We just got a bunch of pigs! Pigs! Okay. Sure. You know what? I have an idea. Hang on. We will put the pigs into this one. Then the cows and the muffalo will stay in these ones. Let's see. Cow. Haha. There we go. Why not? The muffalo and the cows play along nicely enough. And then the pigs can be over there, and we'll honestly probably just sell the pigs. Like, we'll let them grow, we'll let them do their thing, but we're not really allowed to butcher animals, so unfortunately that is unfortunate. Hey, the grand edifice has been completed, which means we can now tear down this little building that we made for them. Good. I didn't want it here anyway. Also, we have crypto sleep. Pretty nice. What do I want to research? Mortars, death rest, wake up. Flat screen TV. Why not? Everyone loves a flat screen. How about this? Can we advance to space stage yet? No. No, we cannot. Well, we'll get there soon enough. Oh, Kyoko! Well, would you look at that? So, with Kyoko, I'm doing something a little unique. I'm going down the Technomancer route because Kyoko, obviously being a viewer, is probably going to be coming to the next place with us. So, I figured it was only fitting. We'll go down the list. But basically what Kyoko can do is enhance quality, very good, depends on psychic sensitivity, can create a rock construct, which is able to do, it's basically like a mini mechanoid, and a steel construct, which is like a mini fighter mechanoid. By the way, as far as IRL, it's still raining outside. This is the next day, and it's still raining. Now, it's not like the hardest rain in the world. I know many other places in the world get significantly harder rain, but for here, where I live, This is the hardest rain that we get. So I'm just enjoying it. So I have been opening my window every so often. So far, I haven't noticed it in the video. But if there's a loud boom suddenly, that means it's thunder. Ooh. Trade ship is going by, really. Okay, Pharrell, you're up. Cataphract armor tech print. Oh, you tempt me. Now, we need 2 of these, so even if we buy this one for all of our money, that's not the full story. Is that worth it? I mean, 5 people going to the next area with Cataphract armor, that's a huge deal. Oh man, but 4K is a lot. I would almost rather take like Arco, the really good limbs, you know what I mean? I don't even, can we pay for this? We can give you all the flake. I don't think we can afford it, honestly. Like, even if we give all this, like, steel stuff that we've been collecting that we're not gonna use. Yeah, that's a lot. Even 3K is, a little bit beyond my budget. But, maybe we should just do it. Maybe we should just do it. Ah, this feels so bad. You know what? 2.5K for a tech print for Cataphract armor? Fine. I think being able to go to our second settlement with a full array of Cataphract armor is actually just going to be so big. Plus, whenever any sort of boat goods trader comes around, we'll be able to sell all of our corn and basically get all of that money back immediately. I think it's worth it. As bad as it feels, I do think it's worth it. Oh, wow. Okay. So, if you can kill 8 wolves, you can either get a Persona Core, enough goodwill to have another ally, plus 25 Glitter World Medicine and 54 Plasteel, or some other stuff. Honestly, I'm gonna take the goodwill. I know. Faced with a Persona Core, a bunch of Jade, I think goodwill is just gonna be so much more useful for us in this run, because if we can, for the most part, go without fighting stuff in the really late stages of the game, I think that's gonna be for the best. Because once we change colonies, we're gonna go into that colony with a crap ton of wealth, because we're gonna have the super good prosthetics, super good armor, super good weapons. Our people are gonna be very good at stuff, so people are gonna be attacking us immediately. So if we have multiple rounds of allies, I think that's gonna help us a lot. By the way, I am making a secondary outer wall right here just so we can be defended, just in case we need it. By the way, Persimmon and Maple both just got a Silink update. I think that this is just going to be good. An extra set of walls lets us expand a little more outwards, while also giving us a little bit more defenses. Manhunter pack, here we go. Okay. So, they're coming from an angle that I do not like. So, you two, get over here. Luxembourg, Melee, Archonexus, and Natalie. I want all of you up and ready to go. Also, have your animals on standby. Okay, everyone, run to where we need to go. By the way, our wall is all but fully completed now. Okay, everyone is on the way. Archonexus is already going on the aggressive. Let's go for this Timberwolf. Man, it would have been nice to They are Scary infected and maddened, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to tame any of these. Okay, Luxembourg, come after this one. Alchemist, I want you to back up. Melee is also absolutely surrounded. That is not good. Okay. Everyone is shooting. Alchemist is running away because we are in absolute danger. Humps, I want you to shoot at this wolf to protect Alchemist. Okay, it's injured. Let's run. Okay, good stuff. Keep them busy. Our claws are doing good stuff. Whew. Okay. Well. Let's, make sure that they're all dead. Okay, melee, melee, death, death. Natalie, shoot at this one. You three, actually, you two, shoot at this one. Alright, looks like we've survived our quest, albeit, you know, a little bit more injured than I would like, but either way, quest complete. Yippee! And we're now allied. Good stuff. Good stuff. That is what it's all about. Now, let's go ahead and get our stuff going, huh? Well, we did have quite a long spree of quiet, but it appears that a mech hive has come. Well? Oh, uh-oh. We have made mechanoids after us.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's real bad.
They're gonna hit like an absolute truck. Okay. Well, they're not coming for us yet, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's get everybody into a position where they are mostly hidden from view. Also, unfortunately, that snake person is going to die. But, oh well. It's not our business, after all. Okay. Natalie, you're here. Alchemist, you're here. Luxembourg, you need to run down this one immediately. Melee, you are gonna go after the Scyther. Here we go.
Make a break for it, everybody. Everyone has their missions. Let's see to it.
So melee versus the Scyther, this is going to hurt. Okay, we're just about in range. And, okay, start helping melee. Luxembourg, definitely keep going there. Natalie, I want you just a little bit closer so that you can try and take out this. Okay, a little closer, a little closer. Okay. Take out the pikeman, because the pikeman is by far one of the most dangerous things. Grenade maid is also fairly dangerous, but that's fine. You two go after the roach maid. Okay, melee has won the fight up here, so melee, start coming down here. Alchemist, let's have you start moving a little bit forward. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Melee, help out with this one. Okay. Okay, little tricky, but we got there in the end. We got there in the end. That's the important start. Now, or that's the important part. I guess it is a start too, if you think about it, but, ooh, a taste of my own medicine. The, maid anoids are very, very strong. Which, hey, you know, that's what I get for using them. Either way, we have survived. Let's go ahead and flick the, hospital switch. That way everything is ready to go. You know what, Snaz, if you could just wake up real quick and flick that. That way we're all ready to go. Everyone is headed back home. Good stuff. We're still not ready for Spacer, but we are certainly getting close. And I don't know how much more we need, but we have to be right there at Spacer. Now, here's the thing. For the cornerstone of Spacer, I was originally just going to go with the sickness immunity gain speed. I have since rethought my decision. I feel like we need either something to do with mental breaks, because when our needs start getting really low, it's bad. It's very bad. Most of the time we are able to keep up with it, but it's a little bit brutal when everybody is panicking and, you know, not doing good, this, that, the other thing. So maybe we want to make it so that people have a higher threshold before they actually panic. Or something else. I don't know. I'm unsure, but I'm kind of thinking that maybe the extra immunity gain speed isn't actually what I want to go for. Luxembourg, you go to bed. And no one else is honestly that injured, so yeah, once Luxembourg is all healed up, we're pretty much good to go. You know what? I know something I want to make. Healing. Let's do 4, and then Coag. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. And then we make 4 of these. So, what I'm thinking, 4 healing enhancers, 4 coagulators. That will make our people that are actually fighting extremely powerful. For one, if we put that on melee, that's really good. Even as a nudist, doesn't even matter. Luxembourg basically doesn't even care. Natalie, who, because she's always wearing maid gear instead of proper armor, effectively a nudist with a little bit more defense, very good. Alchemist, very good. Like, it's just good on literally everybody. Even the people who might not be fighters, it's debatable that it's just the play to give it to them as well. Now, in Melee's case, I am debating making stuff like the, what's it called? It's called like the arm blade? Elbow blade, that's it. I mean, that is pretty good. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it's time that we start enhancing our people with all of these special limbs and stuff. We have a ton of steel, a ton of components. We have some gold. I think that's what we do. So let's just start working on absolutely everything. So let's get elbow blades. Let's get 2 of these, because obviously melee has 2. I don't think Natalie needs it. Luxembourg isn't going to be coming with us to the second colony, so I don't think we need to give it to her. What else can we make? What else of note? Hand talon. The talon is longer than the palm, becomes flexible. Rapid slashing attacks. Ooh. I mean, that does sound good. What about the power claw? It slows movement speed. Ooh. A cochlear implant? Oh, that's... yeah, okay. Drill arm. Deep drilling. You know? Isn't there... wait a minute. Isn't there like a strider leg or something? Oh, leg. Okay, apparently there's no legs at all. Oops. How about here? How about leg? Bionic strider leg. There it is. Extra movement speed. So, theoretically, if we gave melee 2 power claws, we get slowed down by 16%. But then we have 100 and 10% efficiency for both legs, which offsets the movement speed, and we get 0.35 extra movement speed. I think that's the play. I think melee is about to become real powerful. Oh. Well. That's unfortunate. Oh, we didn't even pick up all the steel. Ah. Alright, fine. God dang it, why is it collapsing so fast? I guess we should have been a little quicker on it. Oh well. Alright, it's a shame, but down our cave goes. Jeez. Yeah, good thing nobody's down there, because they would be dead. I guess we'll get orbital tech, why not? Now, Master Melee. I believe you have a couple things that you want to put on now, don't you? Elbow blade. Elbow blade. Then, bionic strider leg. And finally, I know it's here somewhere. I just can't find it. There's a claw that you can put on as well. I'm not seeing it, but I know that it's there. Okay, well, our cave collapsed, so unfortunate, but oh well. Ah, power claw. Why not? Right hand. And we don't have the other one just yet. So these surgeries should go extremely well. I'm thinking that melee will basically get all of these done actually first try. We'll see. But still. Also, is this... Ah. Oh, wait, no, you did finish this. What is this? Oh, a healing enhancer. You know what?
Well, I mean, we're already putting everything else on there. May as well get one more, you feel me?
Healing... And another power claw as well. Okay, well. So, right hand, left hand, and healing enhancer. And then the coagulator once we have it. Alright, Melee. You're about to become an absolute monster once again. Now, I know what you're thinking. Does cybernetics on a druidic kind of person make sense? Think about it this way. This world is plagued with unnatural machines, unnatural engines, unnatural beings. If we are truly to return nature to its former, untainted glory, unfortunately, we must temporarily taint ourselves with a far more natural version of these machines. For example, the elbow blade, think of a porcupine. The healing enhancer, think of the starfish. The power claws, a cat. Huh? See? It's a natural spin on these abhorrent machines. Well, that has certainly happened. Apparently some mechanoids have crashed. And they're gonna start killing our foliage again, because, hey, why not? Alrighty, everybody. Get yourselves ready to go. We have yet another crisis on our hands. So Melee is currently out of commission. However, everything has gone very smoothly. Healing enhancer, 2 elbow blades, a bionic strider leg, and 2 power claws. Melee doesn't even need this mace anymore. Probably, maybe. We'll see. Either way, excited to try that out. But we gotta deal with this first. Now, there is still a whole lot of upgrades that I want to give to absolutely everybody. But another thing is, we have a quest that I'm absolutely going to be taking for the low, low price of killing 2 infestations. We get another healer. No, This is a healer mech serum. So basically, this heals absolutely every condition. Just, you know, just complete full heal. Sounds good to me. Okay, everyone's in position. Get that legionary. And then both of you come up here. Okay. Now, Alchemist, start shooting here. Natalie, start shooting here. Here we go. Ouch! Alchemist just took a huge hit. Okay. Now, keep shooting. Oh, Alchemist is down. Okay. Who is the closest? You know what? Let's get one of our dryads. Come rescue Alchemist. Okay, mechanoids are just about down. Okay, mechanoids are officially down. We did take out all the mechanoids, but yeah, sniper mechanoids, very, very dangerous. Okay, come on. Drad's on the way, almost got her. Boom, safe and sound. I want all of this. Okay, do that. You're good, you're good. Put this fire out, put this fire out. Okay, goodness. Another threat dealt with. Now, if we can actually get ourselves up and going in time, I want to deal with these hives as well. I mean, I do like the sound of 2,000 silver, but a healer mech serum is like... Is it more worth it for the silver? I mean, because we can sell the skill trainer, we could sell the vac skin gland, and we could sell the gene integrator. Oh, but a healer mech serum is like the healing item. I'm gonna do the silver. I know it's stupid. I know. But think about it this way. We'll be able to afford a lot more, a lot quicker with this. So even though I know it's dumb, I still think it's the play. Also, time for us to test out Master Melee's ultimate weapons. Okay. Here we go, any moment. Okay, Hive 1 is above us. So, let's start attacking. Melee, I want you to join in. Okay, so Melee is using nothing but the new claws. And also elbow blades. And so far, Melee is doing some pretty good damage, staying completely on par with Luxembourg, despite the fact that Luxembourg is using a plasteel sword. Okay. I mean, for 2 hives, that just went extremely well. That was like legit best case scenario. That went so unbelievably good. I know. Doing it for a bunch of silver is dumb. But I've made my choice. Oh, also, I tried to do some surgeries on Apple. It failed twice. So Luxembourg, for some reason, decided to do surgery while Apple was over here. And it failed both times. I was trying to put a drill arm and a field arm on Apple. That way she's able to do mining a bit more efficiently, and she's able to go through her field work a little bit better as well. Also, we have created an awakened Klar Dryad, who looks like a freaking dragon. And, yeah, needless to say, I think he's gonna be extremely good. So when Apple is awake, then we're gonna bring her over to the hospital and try those surgeries again. Cool. Meeting with Hakuja. Okay, well, when we can do that, we will, because, hey, they're close enough to making friends. May as well do a little bit of peace talk. Okay, people want a look change, that's fine. So, I went ahead and also made a second fabrication bench, because I kind of wanted to split the workload a little bit. So, 5 advanced components for the top one, 5 advanced components for the bottom one, 2 coagulators for the bottom one, and then the bionic strider leg and a healing enhancer for the top one. Can someone please... no animal death. Well, someone will probably come rescue our dryad at some point, I hope. We have so much medicine that honestly, I'm not worried about us dying for now. But I do want to enhance Apple as quickly as possible. And that's another reason I decided to go for the silver rather than the healer mech serum, is because the quicker we can move right now, the quicker we can stay ahead of the curve. Because right now, we're very, very, very strong, to the point where most raids, we're absolutely blowing through them. That's not going to be the case forever. There is, very quickly, going to come a time where we are going to start losing these fights. Which is why I think it's so important to move as quickly as we can. Because, you know, once we are out of commission, so to speak, we're going to be in a world of trouble. Okay, I want someone to come clean the workshop, please. Snaz is already working on it, which is good. Okay, yeah. There we go. Get it nice and clean and tidy. Hey, blight on our heal runes. Well, that sucks. Gotta cut all those down now. I'm also a little bit unsure of what to actually research because we need so many tech prints at the moment that we kinda can't research a lot of the bigger stuff. So once Bowman finishes this, I think we're, for the moment, just going to turn off research. Because there really isn't a whole lot else that we can actually research right now, so... I think we're just going to turn the power off, yeah. We're just going to wait. Because now we need tech prints. I wanted to advance to Spacer in this episode, but honestly, it looks like we're not even gonna make it despite everything, which is... It kind of sucks, because I really thought that we were gonna make it, but hey, it's a little bit further away than I thought. Now, honestly, the amount of progress we've made in this episode is still really, really good. I mean, just look at Melee, freaking absolutely teched to the teeth. And this isn't even all of it. Melee can still get significantly stronger. This is basically step 1 out of 3 as far as our extra strength. Plus, we only need to Giga Evolve 5 of our colonists, so to speak. And here's who I'm thinking of taking at the moment. We'll see if that changes. Apple, Melee, Natalie, Kyoko, and Bowman. I'm thinking those are going to be the 5 people we take to the next colony. Bowman, because come on, isn't that just the most perfect thing? We helped Bowman grow up from childhood. It only makes sense that she comes with. Apple is our quote-quote leader. Melee is Melee. Natalie is, of course, a viewer, and therefore Natalie. And Kyoko is also a viewer, therefore Kyoko. So, I think that just makes the most sense. Plus, all these characters are still going to be alive. They're still going to be doing their own thing in this colony. We're just moving to the next one once we get the Archonexus map. And I think we can even still trade with people inside this colony. Which is weird to think about, but hey, I mean, if it works, it works. Okay, Apple is still not quite ready to get up. Once she is, we are going to attempt to augment her once again. I'll tell you what, though. Wimp absolutely sucks. Wimp is so bad. I didn't realize that it was going to be as big of a problem as it actually is, but yeah.
It ain't good.
You know what? What if... You know what? Okay, hang on. Let's toggle on this power. And then let's have Bowman call our brand new ally. Royal Tribute Collector. So we can request a trade caravan. But you guys won't have any of the really good tech prints. In fact, I think both of our allies won't have the really good tech prints. That is a problem, isn't it? Exotic goods, actually. You know what? Yeah, let's request the exotic goods trader, because if we can get our hands on some tech prints, that is going to be very, very useful for us. Now, who else is really good at talking? Luxembourg. Okay, go ahead and trade with the Royal Tribute Collector. We may as well get rid of all of this psychic stuff that we have. So, think. Actually, should we do it as a gift? Is that better? No, I guess not. So, let's do that. Yippee. Quest active. Ancient Fighters. You learn the location of infamous... Whoa. The company is led by Sam, who possesses a unique masterwork weapon. I don't think that's happening. But thank you. Appreciate it. We also got a tiny bit of rep, so there is that as well. Dang. Yeah, we need tech prints really bad. So, how to get tech prints? We either wait for trade ships to come by, hope that some exotic good traders have it, or hope that bulk goods traders have it. So right now we're playing the RNG game, which, as annoying as it is gonna be absolutely worth it, because we have so much to sell. Like, we're, again, really ahead of the curve. We just need to keep this momentum going like absolute crazy. Because we need to be teched to the teeth when we get the second base going. Colonists are gathering to celebrate Persimmon and Speedy's marriage. Hey! In this episode, we've had 2 marriage ceremonies. Good for you. I hope you live a long and prosperous life. Yay. How nice. How lovely. Okay, Apple is now no longer incapable of walking, which means we can walk her over to this bed. Now we can queue up some stuff. So let's try this again, shall we? Drill arm on the left, field hand on the right. Let's hope that this time goes a little bit better. And yippee! So, how you guys feeling? Got married to Speedy for 30 days, plus 40. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I'm happy for you. 2 marriages in this episode. That's pretty crazy. What's our grid excess? 260? Okay, I was just gonna turn on all our lights, but that's actually kind of iffy. Okay, this surgery actually stuck. So good. Apple actually has, if I can click her, fine, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Look at that. Left shoulder drill arm. Plus 160% mining speed and plus 70% deep drilling. That's going to be extremely useful in the second base, and it's even useful here. A dark scholar covered with twisted scars is approaching your colony. He wants to talk. Yeah, the only thing I have to say to you is you are a result of the twisted humans. He slouches in place, lifeless and silent. Only his eyes seem alive, as if he could look inside you. No. Naturally, he's hostile. Well then, so be it. Not so immortal now, are you? You know what? Revive after this. Yum. I take a bite. Melee's probably not going to be very happy. Yeah, but... Look, Melee's not very happy about that. However, we needed to make sure that he didn't come back. And that is the best possible way to do it. Is just to, you know, give him a little bite. A little, you know, little yum yum yum. Oh, hey. Sight Stealer. Well... better to get rid of that. Now, Melee, you have a coagulator to get installed. So let's get that as soon as possible. I am also trying to expand our storage just a little bit more because despite everything, we're not doing amazing. Also, wow, where did they come from? That's problematic. Snaz is actually in quite a bit of trouble. Where is our dragon of a... yeah, there we go. Okay, let's get going. Quickly. The Claw is extremely fast. Okay, Snaz, get the heck out of there. Run! Okay, let the Claw deal with these. Okay. Good stuff. That's them over and dealt with then. Oh, there is still another over here. Luxembourg, you're close enough. Come attack this. Also, let's have our Claw dragon come after it as well. There's one right above us as well. Ooh. Or is this this is the same one, actually. Alright. Whew. So, the Dragon Claw, absolutely worth it. Another Sight Stealer. Oh my goodness. See, this is why they are not to be trusted. Under no circumstance will we allow such a twisted creature to join us. Okay, that's a lie. There is one circumstance, but that hasn't happened yet. And that is if they're an animakin. If they're an animakin, of course, we have to trust them. They're one of us. They would never turn against us. But we'll see. Okay, and now Master Melee is just about as strong as possible. Healing Enhancer, Coagulator, 2 Elbow Blades, a Bionic Strider Leg, and 2 Power Claws. Very, very powerful stuff. Now we just need to get everyone else absolutely teched to the teeth, and then we'll be good to go. One thing that I would like, if we ever get lucky enough for it, is if we can get the research for skin hardening. This is where it's at. Armor skin is what I want. Plus 20% blunt, and plus 52% sharp. That is so much extra defense. That, plus Devil Strand, plus armor, that's like borderline invincible territory. Chimeras are approaching. Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, we're gonna have to deal with them. Melee is sedated, so melee is not gonna be much help right now. But we have a lot of people who can fight, so let's get them ready to go. I imagine they're gonna come towards the top since it's the path of least resistance. So, we're going to fortify that as quickly as possible. If they come for the bottom, so be it, but I'm going to fortify the top. Apple is upset. And it'll go away. We'll be fine. Everything will be okay. Now, where's our Giga Dragon Claw? I don't know. Let's see. Awakened Claw. There you are. I don't know why you're in here, but okie dokie. Let's have our Giga Claw go and defend the front. Then, once the three of you are in position... Okay. Let's start moving downwards. They're not really coming towards us at too crazy of a speed, so I'm not, like, super afraid of them. The only thing is, Chimeras hit like trucks. So, we kind of can't afford to let them get too close. Oh, right, Alchemist. You don't have your gun because you were knocked out, right? Aha, there it is. Equip assault rifle. You go get your gun. It looks like it's up to Natalie, Luxembourg, and our pets. Okay. Here, here, right here. Then, let's get both of you in position, and then you will be standing guard right here. Okay. Oh, our dog went in, so we gotta go in too. Here we go. Then we're just gonna keep moving up very, very slowly. We want to be very careful. Chimeras are attacking. All right. We are gonna lose Haley here, which is a shame, but, you know, it kind of is what it is. Okay, we also have our fabric maker dryads here. Okay, that's all right. Our Galbrick makers dying is actually not a huge deal because we can just regrow them. The awakened one dying, on the other hand, is a lot more problematic. Okay, we are actually winning this fight. Okay, let's shoot at this one in the middle. That Chimera is gonna go down. Good stuff. Okay. Now, all of you are good to go. Here's what we're gonna do. Natalie, rescue here. Luxembourg, rescue here. Then... You know what? Let's awaken these dryads right now. Okay, they're doing their thing. Healing pod, we will rescue you in just a moment. Melee, you're asleep. Who else is awake? You know what? Alchemist. Let's come... Oh, really? Too heavy? Alright, well, let's just hope that you get better then. Oh. You don't have much of anything. Alright. Well, this is just a random trader, so... Oh, well, I guess. I kind of don't have anything to give you. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, there's nothing I really want to give away. Technically, we could give away the Psychite. I'm gonna keep 2, though. And then we can keep 3 of the smoke leaves? I guess that's something. That does give us a little bit of money, so yeah, why not? 166 bucks. So, we are absolutely overflowing with blocks. Therefore, I have set up 2 more storage units over on the side to hold nothing but blocks. And even despite that, it still looks like a bit of a mess. Oh well, not a lot to be done about it. So, this might be a waste, right? But I'm theorizing that the detoxifier kidney and lungs are actually just going to be, like, really, really good. Because they give an extra 50% toxic resistance and also 110% body part efficiency, which I believe makes it so that we gain immunity to stuff a little bit quicker as well. Plus, with the lungs, they prevent you from getting lung rot. So, it's, like, I don't know if it's honestly the best thing in the world. Probably not. But, like, it seems good. And considering our goal is to outfit ourselves as much as physically possible, it kind of just feels like the right thing to do. I was also debating making some bionic eyes. The only thing about the bionic eyes that makes me a little bit iffy is I don't know if it affects guns. Because if it makes it so that guns are a lot more accurate, then yes, we absolutely want that. Especially for Natalie, we'll want both of them. It is 125% efficiency, so I guess that, yes, it does. But, like, for example, if we look over here with brain wiring, or no, I guess it's not brain wiring. What would it be under? Is it neural compilation? I think it's this one. Artificial brain. No, that's not quite it. Global learning factor. Okay, I guess that answers that. So the only one that we can really get is the bionic eyes. So in that case, let's go ahead and queue up some eyes. We'll get 2 of them, pretty please. And then what else do we want? I mean, we can't really make much else. Actually, you know what? We can make 2 gun links. Yeah. So that gives us an extra 3 accuracy, and we can wear it somewhat easily. So, kind of seems good to me. And then what else would we possibly want? We could make a bionic heart. I don't know how necessary that is, though. Yeah, I think that this honestly should be enough for the moment. So, we're going to make some detoxifier lungs, because they're lungs, but better. We're going to make some gun links, so that our guns are better. We're going to make 1 detoxifier kidney, because we already have 1 other one. And then we're going to make 2 bionic eyes, that way we're a little bit better at shooting. And then we'll give 1 bionic eye to Natalie, and maybe 1 to, like, Kyoko or something. We'll see. Maybe eventually everyone will just have bionic eyes, and that's just what we'll do. Oh, plasteel, right in the middle of nowhere. Perfect. Okay, Bowman. I want you to have a drill arm and a... I'm not seeing it, but I wanted you to have the farmhand as well, but I guess we just don't have that for the moment. Let's do power. Yeah, why not? Alrighty, but with that, I believe this episode has been going on for long enough. So, all things considered, a substantial amount of progress has been made. I do think that potentially we could have made more, but that's fine. Apple got a drill arm, a strider leg, and a field hand. Melee! We already know what Melee got. Ooh, Ambrosia Sprout. Hey, that's pretty cool. Natalie will be getting 2 bionic eyes. Bowman is going to be getting a drill arm. And then Kyoko, I'm still deciding on. But overall, hey, can't go wrong with it. Every little bit counts. So, may as well just keep going. We are upgrading ourselves very, very efficiently. So, all we need to do is just keep going. Are you just a... No, you're a combat supplier. I was gonna say, if you're bulk goods, then I'm absolutely selling some of this, but unfortunately, that is not to be. Okay, so they're heading away. That is a-okay. Yeah. So, in the next episode, we are quite simply going to keep... quite simply, going to keep going until we have enough tech prints to finally make some colossal progress. And again, we already have been, but I want more. What's the big things that we want? The pain stopper seems interesting. The mind screw is not very good for us. I mean, brain wiring honestly doesn't seem amazing for us. Skin hardening, I want. What is this? They clear toxin. And they... The user never needs to sleep, but less consciousness. That's interesting. You know what? Artificial metabolism and skin hardening. Those are the two things that I want in the next episode. Ideally, we get them, because if we can get a reprocessor stomach, it's 125% efficiency, less hunger rate, and we can't get gut worms. Excuse me. Debatably, the sterilizing stomach is better. I would argue that the reprocessor stomach is better, though. Because less hunger rate, that's just, I mean, we already barely get hungry. It all but removes hunger from this entire save. Very good. Then, obviously, the armor skin gland, just to make all of our people as tanky as physically possible. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Oh, Psychic Soothe female, how about that? But, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. And we're going to make progress. You mark my words. Bye.